Welcome to the Futurist Mindset Show. My name is Tessa. I'm here to introduce you to your host, Reagan Rodriguez. Reagan is a futurist who teaches stratosphere wealthy legacy families how to become impact investors. Hi, Reagan. How are you?
I am doing better than I deserve. Speaking of futurists and someone that lives in the future, we could say Cuthbert because it is 10 a.m. for us, Tessa, here on the East Coast in the United States, and Cuthbert's 8 hours ahead of us. So it is what, 6 p.m. your time, correct?
Correct. 6 p.m. my time.
Yeah. You are in the future.
Thank you, Tessa, for being flexible here and doing this hour. And yeah, when you said we are in the future, this is my version of saying a way that you can go forward to the future. Kind of.
Love it.
Yeah, kind of. So do you want to go first? Do you want me to go ahead?
Actually, I was just going to have you introduce Cuthbert and the project that he has right now.
Sure.
That would
Awesome.
be great.
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to mention that was just at the top of my mind is just one of the things I know is that the Ugandan government has significantly increased its investment in road infrastructure. So this is why we're here today. This is why we're talking to Cuthbert, because it is the second highest funding sector in the year of 2025 for development budget. So what I like about what he's doing is he's growing, his business is growing. They allocate a lot of their figures towards road development. And as I mentioned, the government's contribution has notably risen. It's reducing its reliance on external donors and funders. So on that note, Cuthbert, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, where maybe you've been, where you are today, maybe talk to us a little bit about where you'd like to be once we help you get fully funded.
Yes, I'm Cuthbert Ejoku, a director of operations, and also I double as COO, Chief Operations Officer of STELLEMM Aggregate Limited. And I'm 56 years old now of age, and have been in STELLEMM for the last 6 years.
Yes. Tell us right now, because I know that infrastructure is I was going to say a problem, but you're bringing the solution to it. So tell us, what problem are you helping fix in Uganda, and talk to us about that and the solution that you're providing.
Yes, as you may know, to begin with, Uganda has had a bad infrastructure of road networks. And the government is doing quite increasingly in investing in road infrastructure through government initiatives. And this sector is now the second highest funded in 2024 under the NDP 3 and 4. For the past, say 10 years, it has developed into a major problem that now has cut off international trade across border with the locals. And in this case, for this financial year, the government plans to construct and upgrade almost 623 kilometers of road with an investment of about 4.9 trillion shillings of Ugandan currency, equivalent of about $1.3 billion. And this demonstrates the road sector's continued importance as a priority for government investment, making a viable project for STELLEMM to invest in. And once the funders also come in, it is a viable, lucrative project. Because this is a northeast road corridor, which is linking Uganda to the port of Mombasa. That we have about a pool of 800 contractors locally here in Uganda. Now, most of these contractors are not adequately funded, and even they are ill-equipped technically, without modern technology equipment, and they are poorly capitalized, so lacking in technology capacity and with business acumen to manage these risks and the challenge which is on the ground. So most of the local contractors find difficulty in participating effectively in the major lucrative road construction projects in Uganda. And this initiative continues to be dominated by, say, foreign contractors who have well-established capacity to manage this infrastructure, which is in Uganda.
One of the things that we knew about that I had heard was that you guys are known for taking action, right? And
yes,
tell us about what's an action step that you will take once funding occurs.
One of the most significant measures we are going to take, and all actions we are going to take once funding is available,
yes,
STELLEMM will use the state-of-the-art equipment and technology for different project execution with the full compliance with Uganda's construction standards and international best practices, and proven ability to manage projects of varying scales, from local community roads to urban scale infrastructure development. Thereby, STELLEMM will be trusted to participate in these road networks problem solving.
Cuthbert, I know that STELLEMM seems to have a very good reputation in your area. I've heard that from others. I know that in our due diligence, we've heard that you guys seem to separate yourself from the competition. Would you be so kind as to share with us, what is it about STELLEMM that is unlike others, and why is it that you guys seem to separate yourself from the others?
Yes. Why we most suited to do this road project compared to others is because we deliver our jobs on time with the most state-of-the-art equipment and technology on the standards. And also we use our expertise, our engineers, well-qualified engineers, with over 40 engineers, field engineers, all over the country where our projects are.
So you're saying that the reason why people believe in your company is because you've hired a good team of people and you manage them well and have good people managing them as well.
That is the backbone of the company.
Awesome. Awesome. So on that note,
yes.
Thank you. You said that. That was perfect. Tessa, would you be so kind as to share a screen and maybe share the pitch deck that we put together for them? Sometimes people ask me, how do you make a decision when you're investing in a business? So we start with the vision. What's the vision of the company? And you see on the first page, we have that. Then the next step is you want to look for what are the problems that are happening, right?
Yes.
What are the challenges? We refer to them as challenges because there's a solution, as you can see. And yes, there is competition, as I talked about it. STELLEMM is not the only construction company in infrastructure, but they are a very well-respected one. Let's go to the next page. So you notice that then they have a plan, right? You notice that they also, as the next section of the page, Tessa, they've got a good team of people that Cuthbert was talking about. They list their milestones. Go ahead and go to the next page. And then here you see the financials of why this is viable.
Well, thank you so much, Reagan and Cuthbert. We appreciate you telling us about this project, and I'm very passionate I've been on the roads and I've been in a car that's completely loaded and bumping everywhere, so I know how bad the roads are. It's a definite need, and I just appreciate you. Thank you so much for being on with us. If you would like to get notifications when we go live, you can click the bell and get a reminder from YouTube. You can also reach out to Reagan on the website and see the portfolio that we just went through, the pitch deck, at Fifth Avenue Capital. So it's 5thaavc.com and /portfolio to get in, and you will see all the information. Definitely reach out if you would like to be part of this. It's going to be a very helpful project. Thank you so much, Cuthbert, for being on. Reagan, have a wonderful